I'm here with James, who has placed first in a recent league challenge in the seniors division that was held here. He also participated in a recent Pokemon trading card game, Ultra Prism Prerelease. And we're going to talk about both of those today. So, James, first of all, what did you pick to run in the league challenge? What deck did you use there?
I use mainly a water deck based around Greninja Break and Alolan Ninetales.
Yeah, definitely an old standby we've seen a lot of. Any particular reason you picked that for this tournament?
Mainly because most of my strongest cards are water types anyway, so I just use them. Also, water types is probably one of my favorites, diversity-wise.
Gotcha there. Okay, well, you did very well in the tournament. What worked well for your deck there?
Mainly the fact that my opponents, I knew the opponent's deck well. I've seen it multiple times and built it myself before, and quite easy to beat when you know everything about it.
Yeah, sometimes you do get those matchups in there. Well, let's talk about the pre-release then. There's a couple cards you've picked out that you want to talk about. The first one is Rampardos. One of the, it's sort of an unusual thing because it eventually comes from a fossil, if I remember correctly, which they have brought back yet again and yet another permutation in this set. What strikes you about it?
The fact that its second attack, despite being pretty pricey, it basically insta-kills anything that's a basic, and I find that really intriguing.
Yeah, we've seen that before. It can get a little out of control, but hopefully they've costed it a little more appropriately. But yeah, there's still a lot of EXs, GXs, all that fun stuff there to work on. All right, well, let's tell the folks at home about the other card you picked out, which is Garchomp. A very popular card. What does it do, and what do you like about it?
It's a card that, if paired with another supporter, it gets a bit more powerful for its attack, because the second attack, so it does 100, and if you play the card Cynthia, it does 200, as long as you played it in that turn, and I find that pretty intriguing.
Yeah, it's definitely a combo to watch out for. Garchomp is amazingly powerful on its own, but yeah, paired with Cynthia and a few other cards in the set look like they would go well with that. All right, well, thank you very much, James. This has been Stephen Reich from Pegasus Games in Madison, Wisconsin, covering a recent Pokemon trading card game, League Challenge, and pre-release.